Overusing the fingers or finger isolation is one of the biggest reasons why pianists get pain and discomfort in their hand, wrist and forearm. In healthy piano technique, fingers should never be left alone. They should always be helped by the hand and the arm. And on an intellectual level, pianists normally know that they should be using arm weight, they should be using gravity, they should be releasing tension. But on a practical level, it can be really unclear what that actually means. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through Burgmüller's Tarantella, which is an amazing piece for starting to explore these concepts. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it means to use arm weight and how to group many notes under the same movement so your technique becomes flowy. Playing efficiently is all about knowing how to lift the hand without tension and then drop it onto the keys using gravity. And this is exactly what's coming to play in this beautiful little piece, Tarantella, that is going to teach you so much about piano technique. I've also recorded 2 other videos around using arm weight, dropping and lifting, so I really recommend that you watch those as well so that you have the full package of how to release tension. This video naturally builds on these previous 2 videos. When we're playing single notes, it's quite easy to drop and release after each sound. And what you probably notice is when I am dropping, when I'm using the arm weight, when I'm using the gravity, I don't allow my whole arm and wrist to drop below the white keys. It's not necessary. This is where people often go wrong when they try to use arm weight. They completely lose the hand arch and the shape in order to relax, but it's actually detrimental because instead of having a full lovely connection to the key, you will be sending your energy to the ground before the keys, and then the fingers will have to start playing upwards. This is not a good strategy when it comes to healthy piano playing. So instead, when you drop onto one key, allow the wrist to be level with the forearm. It doesn't need to drop below the white key level. When it comes to using arm weight, it can feel like it should be something heavy, like we should fully release somewhere, but that's not the case. We are supposed to use the help of gravity in order to create sound, but we shouldn't go limp. We shouldn't lose our shape, our form, and our energy when we use arm weight. So what I see a lot of pianists do, a well-coordinated arm should always feel light, kind of empty. I like that word, empty. The arm should feel empty, the arm should feel free. There shouldn't be any pressure from the shoulder, there shouldn't be any pressure from the elbow, and definitely avoid holding the arm up, because that then means that you can't release with gravity. But what do we do when there are more than one note? What we need to do is start grouping notes and grouping movements. So the dropping and the lifting remains, but there's going to be more than one note under that one single movement. I'll show you what I mean. So for example, at the beginning of Tarantella, we have 3 note slurs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group them under one movement. The issue is that this can also be played without any arm weight using the fingers. Now my wrist has become stiff, my forearm is stiff, and my fingers are lifting high and they are clearly overworking. So instead of doing that, let's go for the lifts and drops. I'm dropping onto the thumb and lifting on a third. And as I go, my wrist naturally goes higher up and then drops again. And naturally goes higher up and drops again. As you can see, the movements are extremely fluid. There is no stop in the motion because the lifts and drops are taking care of this continuation. The next little group is always born from the previous group's release. Drop, release, drop, release, drop, release. And if it's 2-note slurs, it's the same thing. And now a longer slur. And then another release. Whenever I'm releasing, I'm making sure that I release into a natural hand position, which is the position that your hand has when it's hanging next to your side. When you bring it up, it looks like that. The fingers release. And I don't have to release fully. I can only release a little bit if I want to, but the feeling is the same. Everything in here is letting go of holding and tension, which is not what happens when we play finger isolated. Nothing has released in my hand. I feel a lot of tension already here in my forearm and also in my wrist and hand. And this used to be my default technique because I was taught to train finger velocity by using a lot of exercises. And the way I understood it and also the way it was taught was that fingers have to be strong. Fingers have to be the leading element of movement. But that's not the case, because when we replace that movement with the arm movement, the fingers become actually a lot more passive in a way. The part of the finger that doesn't become passive is the fingertip. That's where the energy needs to be. The rest of the wrist and the forearm can be completely loose. So the faster I go, the less you can see this flowing movement, but it's there underneath. And it also comes to play when we play these little chords. Drops and lifts there as well. And what is also really important to understand is when we are lifting and dropping, we do not need to overuse our shoulders, neck, or upper back, or even lower back. All of this can stay calm and resting while the arm moves from the shoulder joint. So before you actually start doing any of these exercises, I really recommend that you take care of your posture. You're not trying to brace. I have a full video around piano posture right here if you would like to watch it. Just take care of the fact that you are in a good state physically, and you're also in a good state mentally. You're calm, you're mindful, you're not rushing. This is the way to retrain technique. And even though this is a small piece, it's quite a low-level piece when it comes to more advanced piano repertoire, but I still use this piece to teach even my professional pianists because it's such a good piece for understanding grouping. And to be honest with you, most people find it quite hard to put good grouping into the technique because they are used to finger isolation. So instead of just watching this video to get the most out of it, I recommend that you actually try all of these things out and you take this piece and you retrain your technique using this piece. Put some comments below in the video. I will be answering all your questions there. If you have epiphanies, if you have any kinds of moments of confusion, etc., just pop all of that in the comment section and I will be there guiding you and answering all of your comments and questions. So I look forward to hearing you, and if you want to know more about how you can use your whole body well in piano playing and also in everyday life, obviously, or if you have any kind of tension stopping you from playing or performance anxiety that stops you from performing, come and join my masterclass. The link is in the bio and also below this video in the description.